Hello, Facebook friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Tuesday. It is April 7th. It is 5 p.m. Okay, so I shared one recipe yesterday for a disinfectant spray, but there's so many other things you can make, like I said, with simple ingredients that you have at home. So let's talk about some other DIY recipes using the natural ingredients we talked about on Friday. Okay, so number one, and this is one that I think I'm gonna have to pick up a little bit just to have some at home. All right, borax. Make a borax disinfecting spray. So you take 1/3 of a cup of borax powder and you add it to 8 ounces of warm water. Let it fully dissolve, and then you pour it into a spray bottle and you're good to go. When you use it, you spray it onto your surface. You let it sit for at least 2 minutes. That's that dwell time we talked about. And then you wipe off the excess. Okay, you can also add this to your laundry to disinfect clothes, but it works best at hot temperatures. So if your clothes don't do well in hot temperatures, this isn't the thing to use for disinfecting that. Okay, so number 2 would be lemon juice and borax disinfectant combo. Now, talking about lemon juice, we're talking about something super simple that you can buy at the supermarket. When I'm using lemon juice for my own personal use, something I'm going to put in a recipe, I will buy organic. But for this purpose, it's not as necessary because you're not consuming it, okay? If you want all organic in your house, more power to you. But in a cleaning product, again, I'm not as concerned because it's not being put into my body. So lemon juice and borax disinfecting combo. So you take 2 tablespoons of borax and combine it with 2 cups of warm water. Okay, so you have to do that first and allow the borax powder to dissolve. Then you can add 1/4 cup of lemon juice and pour it into a spray bottle. At this point, if you want, you can add essential oils like we talked about. So take 20 drops of essential oils such as tea tree or thyme or, whatever else you want for those added benefits. And then you spray on the surface, let it sit for at least 2 minutes again, and then wipe off the excess. Okay? Hello, Mom. Hi, Teresa. Okay. So the next would be lemon juice and vinegar combo. Okay, so the same lemon juice, but now just take some vinegar. Okay, this side, white distilled vinegar. All right, that you would take 1 part white vinegar, 1 part water with 1/4 part lemon juice. Okay. Hi, Cecilia. So if you're making a bigger quantity, you could do 1 cup water, 1 cup of the vinegar, and 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Again, scale it down to the size of your container. It just has to be in that ratio. All right. And that one makes a great disinfectant. And that's another one. Again, you can add essential oils to that as well. All right, number 4, hydrogen peroxide disinfectant. All right, so hydrogen peroxide, there you go. Maybe a little bit more difficult to find these days, but keep your eyes open because it's out there, or use what you have at home. And you mix 1 part hydrogen peroxide, and in this case, mine is a 3% solution, to 1 part water. You put it into a spray bottle, again, spray onto the surface, let it sit for 2 minutes at least, and then wipe off the excess. The theme is going to be the same because you need to allow that product to sit on the surface for it to disinfect. Okay. Hi, Christine. Hi, Cecilia. Okay, so let's see what else. Number 5, a great disinfecting cleaner that you can use like an all-purpose. So 1 part white vinegar, 1 part water, 1/2 part rubbing alcohol. Again, rubbing alcohol straight from the market, super simple. And in my case, I believe mine is 70% isopropyl alcohol. And okay, so let's see. 1 part white vinegar, 1 part water, 1/2 part rubbing alcohol. Okay, and then a few drops of Castile soap. Okay, the Castile soap, I use the unscented. I don't want any extra ingredients in there. The original recipe I saw called for Dawn dish soap. Eek, I don't use that. It's blue. There's nothing natural about it. So I do the Castile soap instead. Then you add your essential oils. So you can take 10 to 30 drops of whatever oil you want. So with thyme oil or any of the ones I talked about yesterday. If you want that lemon pine scent, go ahead and add lemon and pine. If you want cinnamon and clove and oregano and all, you just want the power, you don't care about a specific scent, go ahead and throw in all of that. Just prepared that one yesterday. Exactly. Okay, so combine it, put it in a spray bottle, spray it on your surface, let it sit for at least 2 minutes, and then wipe off the excess. Okay, that one is actually good. Anytime you add vinegar, it can be really good for glass and mirrors. All right, so if you have little ones around that are touching things and leaving fingerprints and you want to clean and disinfect that surface, go ahead and add that. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Kim. Okay, so what about disinfectant wipes? Okay, hard to find right now. So you can make your own. Take a roll of paper towels. I personally like to cut them in half because I think it's easier to fit into a container. If you have an old wipes container, you can use that. Otherwise, a glass jar or something where you can put them in and submerge them in the solution is really good. Okay, so suggestion here, watch out for granite or marble when using vinegar. Okay, I don't have granite or marble, so great advice. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, always spot test these on any of your surfaces to make sure that there is no interaction and that you would not want on an entire surface. That's always a good suggestion whenever you're using anything new to begin with anyway. Okay, so cut your paper towel roll in half, remove the center cardboard, and then you can also use, if you want to be more cost effective or more green, take some old t-shirts or things that you might normally just give away and cut them into squares or into pieces, and you can use them and then wash them afterwards and then reuse them. It's a great way of kind of even saving money. So you take a container large enough to submerge your paper towel or your cloths, and then you add the recipe up or down to the following recipe depending on how big your container is. Okay, so if you have a big container, you want to make the solution and then pour it in to your container, that's fine, and you'll just always have that solution aside to make more. So it's 1 cup of distilled water, and I say distilled water because anytime you're making a solution, you don't want to have it be an area where germs can grow. So distilled water is starting out in a place that is germ-free to begin with. Yes, you could probably do filtered water, but distilled water has that guarantee that it's already been steamed and the water collected, so there's no germs. Okay, 1 cup distilled water, 1 cup white distilled vinegar, half a cup of alcohol, the rubbing alcohol, and then add essential oils. So in my case, might add 15 drops of lemon, 8 drops of lavender, 4 drops of bergamot, which makes it nice and citrusy and really nice. But you can also do peppermint, cinnamon, clove, whatever you like. Okay, so it's a really good way of making your wipes and not having to panic that these things are not available. So if you can't find the peroxide and the vinegar, the peroxide and the alcohol, I guarantee you can find vinegar and lemon juice. They're available. Borax I saw available on Amazon. Can't guarantee it's in that list of things that they're shipping out immediately, but you can get some of this stuff. Okay, so don't panic. Don't use bad ingredients. Don't go back to the Lysol, the Clorox, and all the other things I already told you why you shouldn't be using. Just to finish up for today, tomorrow and Thursday are the first 2 days of Passover. So although I will not be with my family celebrating, I am going to do my best to celebrate with my at-home family. So I will not be doing any lives tomorrow or Thursday, but I will be back on Friday to talk about this amazing gem. The reason why I have all these cleaners, these natural cleaners is because I can, but this is what I use day in and day out. Okay, so we're going to come back and talk about that on Friday. Okay, so hopefully you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you again on Friday for another Live in 5.